not just talking in the United States, now we're talking across Europe, which is also very significant. So, man, lots going on. So, Tom, what else? Like you and I have talked so many times, and you keep honing, refining, adding, developing as we go. Kind of what's on the horizon here for the rest of this year, 2024. As we close this year out, I can't believe we're almost into quarter 4.
I know, me neither. But and I think we'll hopefully see some contract work here, but we've been working with DoD on this, on doing an about face as a company. I say that tongue in cheek, but we got to make something bigger and heavier, Dawn, because we're just making things too small.
Okay.
Not really.
You're going to have to explain this one to me, because
you alluded to that earlier.
You just convinced me the size of a credit card or a deck of cards is really cool. So why is bigger better? What are we talking about here?
This isn't your typical Sagetech product, but these are prototypes of Sagetech products. But it's the innovative team that we have here, and we are almost all engineers, right? Other than like Ashley and myself, I think we're all engineers. Yeah. It's an MCX. We have that one, right? Yeah. So what we've been talking to DoD about is they have capabilities in their aircraft that are Mode 4 or Mode 5 IFF that are not able to advance. They're obsolete or becoming obsolete, but they're also big, unwieldy, and hard and expensive for the DoD to upgrade, right? To include things like Mode 5 Level 2B or UAT, which includes weather on your 978 frequency ADS-B, to include ACAS down the road, etc. So what we did was say, hey, you know what, colonels, we can do that. Let's go show you in your CH-47 Chinook simulator what our box can do.
I smiled, Tom, because you said colonels, and I was thinking he's talking to the Army, because a Navy guy, that's a captain, right? So, all right. So, and then you said,
and we're talking to everybody, right? I use that as an example, right? We're talking within DoD, but they said, but we can't change the aircraft, right? So that's a problem that you've got in legacy fleets, right? You've got thousands of aircraft across DoD that are built a certain way. And for me to say, go use this, which, oh, by the way, seems awesome, except what it means to them is now I've got to drop an Ethernet line to some place in the aircraft. I've got to get rid of the 1553 legacy data bus I'm using and use Ethernet and plug it into my control system differently, etc. So this may be better, faster, smaller, and cheaper than the box they have today, but the overall cost of ownership to it may be approaching, if not more, than their current products because of all the changes they'd have to make to adapt this to a legacy aircraft. So we said, not to worry, sir. We'll just put it in here, and we can put the crypto in with it. And then we'll use that big honking J1 connector you love so much, and we'll put it in that'll fit into a tray that you have today. But by the way, now this adapter makes the MX plug and play compatible with 25-year-old aircraft to replace and upgrade their capability. So now they can start utilizing Mode 5 Level 2 broadcast. They can start thinking about how they would implement ACAS, etc. And then gradually, if they have new variants of those aircraft or as they bring in new aircraft, the same solution that they're already storing, so we're not having to charge them an arm and a leg for a new product, right? Can be plugged into the digital backbone aircraft without the additional packaged air that we're given in this one. But it's a very low cost way for them to bring modern capability into legacy aircraft and then be compatible with future digital aircraft. So that's super exciting to work on.
Yeah, truly, as they say, MOSA, right? Modular Open Systems Architecture.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, very, very amazing. It's so funny that it's just like, and you said 25-year aircraft. I was thinking, well, I know the airmen are flying around in 50-year-old aircraft, but either way, you're going to have to retrofit something big. And so that was really smart what